Hey peeps, so I'm back with another makeup tutorial. This will be my third one. What's up? Yes, I'm trying to do more makeup videos because you guys tend to like the makeup videos, so trying to do a little bit more. And today I'm finally going to be doing a talk through, and what I'm really going to talk about today is an update on kind of my love life. Mostly I don't think I'll really touch on anything else in life. Also, it is 5:42. It's 5:42 and I need to be ready at 6 o'clock, and I need to be where I'm trying to go by 7, so hopefully I get done. I feel so like YouTuber-y like saying that, because all the YouTubers be like, yeah, I gotta go somewhere, I'm trying to get ready real quick. I don't know, I just feel official saying that. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'll be using a Rilgar, I think is how you say it. It's the bottom, oh, just dropped this. It's the bottom color, well, it's on the bottom and it's the last color on the right under the brown color. So I just dipped this in twice and we are going to start working it up in here. And I need to get my actual mirror real quick, which is actually dirty. And one thing about these brushes that, well, at least this brush, really for reals, is it's the Morphe M441, and the bristles are always coming off. Like, it's really irritating. The brush works, the actual blending of the brush works really good, but the bristles come off rather easily. They've been coming off since I first got it, so it's really not even something that I've necessarily done to make it do that. It just does that, period. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about like update with my relationship status and what's been going on. And you know, if you guys can relate to anything, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Also, before we even get this thing started, you can subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and also make sure you thumbs up this video. You can either do that now if you already rocks with your girl, or you can wait till the end to thumbs up if you actually like the content of this video. So I'm dipping back into the orange color, the Rilgar. And so one thing that I wanted to start off by telling you guys is I just recently feel like I realized why two of the last guys that I talked to were really put into my life. And the thing is, when I was talking to them, it's the fact that I don't think that they're really for me. So I kept asking myself, why would God put like perfect, like guys that are seemingly perfect in my life for them not to be, you know, the one, or even to be someone that I'm going to talk to for a good amount of time? I just kept asking myself, what would be the purpose of that? Like, that seems so like cruel and unusual. So I think I finally realized what it was. Is, okay, I have nicknames for any guy that I talk to, and my family's like kind of big on nicknames, and I'm just big on nicknames for people. And I did that in college. Like, one of my guy friends, he always had like a whole bunch of different girls that he would be talking to, and we would always give them nicknames so we could talk about them out loud without anybody knowing who we're talking about. So it's just a thing that I do. And plus, sometimes you want to talk to people about someone, but you don't, when you put an actual name on it, like a government name on it, I feel like it becomes more real, like more permanent. And you don't want someone to become real or permanent if they aren't real or permanent as of yet. You feel me? So back to the point. So I'm just gonna give y'all the nicknames of the guys, is why I was telling y'all that. But I met this guy. Well, first I met Mr. Perfect. So I call him Mr. Perfect because he really is the perfect guy. Like, he was prom king, he has money, bought his mom a house, he goes out of, he can go to LA or Las Vegas anytime he wants. Like, one time I was talking to him and he really was just sick of work and had time to take off. So, well, he didn't even have to use time off. He just went on a weekend and got off early from work or something and just decided to go to Vegas. And he has a friend in Vegas, so he just went to go stay. I think it was a girl, so he went to go stay with her. And he just went to Vegas. Boom. Like, just split. What is the phrase? Just a split decision. Just drop of a dime. Let's just go to Vegas, you know? Like, that's the type of money he got. But I mean, and you know, for some people, maybe going to Vegas to drop a dime isn't a big deal, but he also be going to like Asia and Morocco and Barcelona and stuff like that for 3 weeks at a time. 3 weeks. And the thing is, he has vacation time that's 3 weeks and then be having more time after that he could use. So sound kind of perfect, don't he? And he's like 6'3". I think he was like Dominican or something. He was pretty bomb, and he's really like expressive. Like, he was really expressive. Like, he would always tell me like, oh, I like that you do that, or he just always just say stuff straight up. And I was just like, that's different. Like, a lot of guys don't. Well, I think guys, like, if you're rubbing their back, most guys, I feel like, will be like, oh, that feels good. But, and maybe that's just people in general. Maybe it's just a me thing that I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. But I just found that guys always do stuff like that. But he was just expressive, period, when it came to stuff like that. Like, more so than I feel like a lot of guys are. Okay, so I'm done putting the Real Gar on here. This is, I think it's definitely from MAC. And I think what it's called is Red Hot ×9 eyeshadow palette. So I'm taking the color on the end of the middle section, like on the right side. I'm taking that color. Well, actually, it looked like it was a burnt orange, but now it looks, oh, no, I'm sorry. It's on the left. It's on the left in the middle at the end. So dipped in twice to that, and it's like a little burnt orange, more burnt and orange than the Real Gar. Can y'all see? Can y'all tell? And it has, I feel like it has like a little pinkish tone to it. And maybe it looks orange in the thing, but I think it has like some type of pink in it. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so that's Mr. Perfect. That's his whole deal. And I was just like, but it just started not working out on my end, at least. Like, he was still trying to pursue me and everything, but I was just like, I don't know. One of the things that he did or said that I really didn't like was one day he looked back at me like, I don't know, he just gave me a look because he thought I said something that I didn't say. Like, he thought I said something like bad / negative that I didn't say. He just misheard me. And so he, instead of like actually saying anything, which is actually good that he didn't say anything as a reaction, but he said, well, what he did is he just looked back at me. And then I was like, what? And he was like, what'd you say? And I said it again. He was like, oh, I thought you said something else. And I was like, no, that's what I said. Da, da, da. And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I don't know. He said something, I don't know. He said something, you know, along the lines of like, what you say or something like that again. Not again, but he said he was going to say something like crazy back to me, like, what, girl, what you talking about? And I was just like, I would have popped off. And he was like, he just got real serious and was like, no popping off. And I was like, so I can't get mad? He was like, yeah, you can get mad, but no popping off. He's like, I don't do that. And I'm like, honey boo boo child, please. Because first and foremost, if I want to pop off, that's exactly what's going to happen. If you do something where I have to pop off, because me being mad and popping off is about the same thing. Like, what's the difference? I don't understand what the difference is. I really don't. So that irritated me, because I'm like, first of all, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if you mad about it, you can act accordingly. But second, don't be trying to get all serious when I'm not even serious right now. Like, I hate when you not serious and then somebody be trying to be serious. Like, honey boo boo, get a grip. That's how I feel. Like, don't do that. So yeah, that really made me mad. And then I just felt like, you know, we had went on one little date, and then he asked me to go out with him, like out to the club, and we went. And then also what happened, so we went on a date, we went to the club, and then I think I went over his house like once or twice. No, I went over his house once, which was something that he kind of initiated, and we watched This Is Us together. And then the next thing we did, I paid for it and we went and did something together. And then the next time after that, it was Sweetest Day, and I told him like, oh, you're gonna be my sweetie. And so we were together and watched a movie, which I felt like he really didn't even want to watch it, and he was falling asleep. So I was just like irritated. But I just felt like ultimately you haven't initiated like a real date, like a real activity, or us going to a nice restaurant. So I felt like you keep being cool with me coming to your house though. So to me, that's sending a signal that, okay, you just want to have sex, and I didn't appreciate that. Especially, and it's not like, okay, that's the only, like, I want him to spend his money, or oh, I'm talking to him because I'm a gold digger. But it's just the fact that I know you got money, so what's the point of you not taking me out? Like, the only point could be that you really don't like me and you just trying to have sex. And if that's not the case, you need to take your ducats and take me out somewhere. Like, it'd be one thing if I knew you was just broke and that's the reason why you're not taking me anywhere. But no, like, you can go anywhere in the world that you want to at any given point in time. So you can take me to a restaurant, or take me to Magic Mountain or something, and go on go-karts or mini golf or something, you know? So I was just like, okay, obviously you just, like every other dude, regardless of your education and regardless of your job and regardless of where you live and regardless of how cultured you are, because you can afford to go to different places and you know. So I wasn't feeling it. And then in the meantime of me feeling like that with him, I met another guy, and I call him Nube. So Nube actually, you know, I was starting to rationalize that Nube was perfect for me, and Mr. Perfect was just a perfect guy. He was like your stereotypical guy that you think that you want to be with, but that doesn't mean he's going to be for you. And to me, Nube was meant for me. He had all the characteristics I wanted. And the one thing about Nube in comparison to Mr. Perfect was he was just like more hood. He was just more hood. And it's like Mr. Perfect was from the hood, but I felt like he'd been around rich people a little too long. I think it was getting a little too bougie. But Nube, he was hood, but he know how to switch it up, you know. So I was like, that's exactly what I want, and that's exactly who I am. So let's get with the program. So that's how I felt. Now I'm about to put Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette, just a little. I'm only gonna put that on the outer part. I want this to be like a really summery, coppery, bright look. And then I'm gonna drag it down a little bit more than I have been the other ones, like onto the actual end of the lid. Okay, dab one more time, and this time I'm gonna just put it on the lid. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's 5:57. Lord Jesus. Okay, I need to hurry up. Okay, so that's how I felt about Nube. Now mind you, with Nube, 2 days before I met him, I had said to myself, you know what, I was really saying, like, I don't really want to talk to Mr. Perfect, or it is what it is. Like, if he takes me out on a date. Here's the thing, I just wasn't gonna initiate anything with him until he took me out on a date, and if he asked me to come over, I was gonna say no. So that's how that was gonna go. But then I met Nube 2 days after that. So 2 days after I said, like, I'm really just gonna kind of focus on me and not worry about what happens with Mr. Perfect. And I had said to myself, like, oh, if some dude tries to talk to me, I'm just gonna say no. But then I met Nube, and I just liked the way that he was with me, and how he interacted with me, and how he reacted to my craziness, because a girl be acting crazy. Is this thing focused? Is it focused to you? Okay, I hope it was focused, because I felt like it was kind of blurry. It better not have been. But yeah, so that's I don't know what I just said. Yeah, I just like that about about Nube. So that's why I wanted to talk to him. And then with Nube, for like 2 weeks straight, we were literally talking every day, because I always, well, let me not tell y'all that, but just I was talking on the phone with him, and I prefer to talk on the phone. So I was talking on the phone with him every day, like pretty much every day for 2 weeks. And if I wasn't talking to him, it was because it was during finals week that I pretty much met him, so I couldn't really pay too much attention to him. Okay, now I'm about to take, okay, hold on, let me open this. Okay, now I'm about to take a purple. The last two colors at the bottom of the MAC palette, I'm going to dab into both of those and put a little of that. Yeah, so we were talking for 2 weeks, and then he had been trying to take me on a date from like the end of the first week, but I was too busy with school. So then we decided on the next week after, and so we went on our first date on a Sunday, and he took me to this one little place, and we got one little drink, and he like ordered my food for me. Like, it was so picture perfect and cute. Like, it was just like a little movie. And so that happened, and I really liked that. That was really nice and cute. And yeah, but then just so much stuff happened with that situation that I don't even necessarily want to go into it for real, but just know that some stuff happened in a certain setting where pictures were taken, and I saw him like dancing with other people and stuff. And now, mind you, we have been talking for about 3 months, almost 3 months at this point. Yeah, like 3 months at this point, and it just seems like consistently in a certain type of setting, he would always have pictures taken of him and be with some other girl. And I just didn't appreciate it, especially when he just told me certain things that didn't make sense. It's like, no, you're not my boyfriend, but you told me that you were only focused on me, and you really wanted to see where me and you were going. And he just said certain stuff like, you might end up being in a position where I might have to listen to you. You know, saying like, he was saying like, he doesn't like to be told what to do, but he listens, as far as women, he listens to his mom. And he was like, he'll listen to a girlfriend, and he was pretty much saying like, you might end up in that position or whatever. He was like, if you play your cards right, you might end up in that position, like in a joking way, but you know he's like meant it low-key. So it's just like, if you saying stuff like that, but then I see you out here doing all type of stuff with other girls, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me, and it also doesn't feel good. And especially when we've been in that same type of setting together, and so people kind of saw us together. So it's like, okay, people are like, oh, you talking to Amber, but then if they see you doing this and the third, they're like, are you and Amber talking, you know? Or if you make, what guys don't really understand is you can't make another girl feel comfortable like they are allowed to be on you and stuff like that. Like, no, this girl cannot be on you. Don't make her feel like she can, because she needs to know her place. She needs to know that you're talking to somebody, and when that somebody is or isn't around, either way it goes, you need to play your position. Your position is to go get another dude. Like, for real. So I just didn't like that. And the thing is that I was like telling people were trying to talk to me too, and I was telling people like, oh, I'm talking to somebody, or no, I don't want to dance, and all that type of stuff, and you sitting here just doing in everything. So I just didn't appreciate it. And I don't know, it was just a lot of stuff. It was just a lot of stuff where I just felt like I wasn't getting the attention that I should get. I wasn't getting the respect that I should get. It was just like, I'm not the first person that's on your mind when it comes to females. And I don't know about y'all, but when dudes always try to act like because they're drunk they do stupid stuff or they're not thinking clearly. But the thing is, like, when I'm drinking and stuff, it's like, if I'm talking to a dude, that dude is the first person on my mind. I'm not thinking about no other dude. Actual drinking makes me want to be around you more versus you going out of my head. So it's just, I don't like stuff like that, and I don't like that stuff. I just don't like it. And I just feel like the way stuff went down with him is just like, it just seems like everything is a lie. So that's what that was. But ultimately there was like a whole lot of back and forth last couple weeks with me and him. And 2 weeks ago we finally decided, like, we'll just take a little break with the hopes of perhaps talking again. And I just will say that I really don't know if that's what I want to happen at this point, because since then I've also seen some other things that I don't really appreciate and makes things not add up even more. And I didn't have that knowledge when me and him last talked. So, and also from me like going to a party and actually dancing with people, since then I feel like maybe I don't want to be in a relationship right now, because I was just thinking like, being at that party, this is fun. It's fun. Dancing and being able to dance and talk to people and talk to whoever I want to talk, and can't nobody come to me and say, oh, why you doing this and why you doing that? And well, no one would have to do that to me in real life, because like I said, I was turning down people while I was talking to that dude. He's the one who wasn't doing that for me. But just saying that it's not even something that would happen if I'm not talking to anybody, you know? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Gotta put this on. Ooh, this is so cute. Okay, y'all. It is 6:07. I'm really trying to hurry up. But with all that being said, in the last couple of days, and I'm going to do like a whole review. I can't think of his name right now, and I really don't have time to be trying to get that information for y'all right this second. But it's this pastor that has videos on YouTube, and I was watching his series called Relationship Goals. I'm pretty sure y'all know who I'm talking about. I will put the first video in the description box down below or in an iCard, so y'all can go ahead and look at that. And I do recommend looking at that, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're single, whether you're married. I really recommend looking at that. And I'm not like the most religious person, but I still felt like it was helpful. Like, you don't have to apply it to God. You can just apply it to just being a human being that wants friendship or companionship in any form or fashion. Because he also applies it in a sense to just having like platonic relationships. It's not even just about a significant other that you're potentially going to have kids with or have sex with. It's about just building relationship period. How can you build healthy relationship? But I was looking at that also, and that really helped me a lot to come to my conclusion. And I've been looking at YouTubers. Jayla Corian was talking about stuff. I forget who else was talking about relationship stuff, but a lot of YouTubers lately were talking about relationship stuff. Even Raven Elise touched on some stuff. So this is so cute. Oh my god. Like, I am dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. This is so freaking cute. Oh my god. This is a loose pigment from MAC, and it's called Rose. It's called Rose. This is so cute. And all I did was to put the pigment on. You needed something. You need water. You need something to make your stuff, your brush wet, or your finger wet, damp, if you're gonna press it on. So you need to make sure you have something to wet whatever you're gonna use to apply. And so I just used my matte finish NYX setting spray to wet my brush. This is so cute. I need to hurry up though. I need to hurry up. 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 Up, 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 up. Okay. So what was I saying to y'all? So the conclusion that I came to is, from watching all of them and all of that, is that okay, hold on, I need to put this on. This is so cute. Okay, is that like I was saying, I went to the parties and I'm like, okay, maybe I do just want to be single, just from that alone. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to rush and talk at the same dang time, what time is it? It's 6:12. So I'm really trying to get done in 15 minutes. So I can just throw on my clothes and head out the door. Really, the toughest thing is going to be to get these lashes on quick, and hopefully we can make it pop. Make it pop, rockin' headband. Make it pop, rockin' headband. Get it slapping. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get to the point. So what I decided is that I think that I need to just go ahead and focus on me, like I said right before I met Nube. And I think the reason why God put these so-called perfect people in my life is to show me that regardless of who they are, who you think they are, you don't need them right now. What you need to do is to focus on yourself. So I think that's what that was all about, is trying to get me to realize that I need to focus on myself, like I said I was going to do. See, trying to rush, I messed up this lash and it's really not okay. Yeah, so I think that's really what it was, is that I had set out with a course of action, and I didn't go ahead with that course of action. Now, I will say that I didn't think that Nube was going to turn out to be anything that I liked at all. I thought he was just going to be a F-boy, and we were going to stop talking like 2 days later like everybody else. That's what I thought. But then he wasn't. Or at least he didn't make himself out to be at first. But now, seems like he is. Or at least he is to me. Maybe he won't be to another girl, which that's he's paying attention to every girl but me, so maybe he's not to them, but he definitely was to me, because he was pretty much choosing those girls over me, even though he kept telling me like I'm the one that he wants, I'm the one he's trying to be with, and I'm the one he's trying to talk to, or I'm the one that he's expressing his emotions to. Okay, but when I'm not the only one around you, seems like you're choosing everybody else, and that's not cool. But anyway, and the thing is also about it is I feel like I want to work on myself and become the me that I really want to be, and I'm not that person yet. So I need to do that, and once I do that, then I will attract and, you know, only have a better mindset to only accept what I have already brought to the table for myself, you know. So I think that that's really, you know, what it is. And that doesn't mean that I can't talk to people, but I just want to make it very clear to myself and to them that I'm not looking for anything serious. And the things, I'm going to just start being more selective about who I say, yes, you can have my number, or yes, we can go on a date. Like, sometimes just because people always tell me, Amber, you're picking the wrong guys, you're picking the wrong guys, I say yes to people because I think, oh, they're a different type of guy, so let me try this out. But really, no, like, if I don't like you, I don't like you, and that's just what it is. Like, I'm tired of, you know, trying to do stuff because other people are like, because I don't know, I'm trying to accommodate to what other people say I should be doing, when really I knew from the jump that I didn't want to talk to that person, regardless of if they're a different type of guy or not. I don't want to talk to them, and that's just what it is. So yeah, so I think ultimately that's where I'm at, and that's what I want to be doing, and that's how I'm going to act, and that's what I've learned. And as much as it hurts to like let go Nube, I really don't care about Mr. Perfect. I really don't care about him necessarily. But Nube, I really did like him, and you know, I wish that it could work out. Like, even right now, like, I wish that, you know, he would come to his senses and be like, oh my god, da -da. But it don't seem like it's gonna work that way. Time is it? Okay, I need to put this other lash on in 2 minutes flat, and then 10 minutes on my face, and then boom, put these clothes on and get out the door. It's just hard, like, trying to get over somebody when you have to keep seeing them, and that's also the issue with Nube, is that he is kind of like around the same circle of people that I'm around. So it's like, why do I have to see you? Like, why? And then it's just like a common decency that I just feel like he doesn't have for me, and maybe he doesn't have it, period, and I just don't know. But at least maybe he would have it for another girl, trying to give him the benefit of doubt. Maybe the fact is that he just really don't like me the way that he was making it out to seem, or, you know, the way that I thought. But he just doesn't have that common decency when we are out and about at the same place, where he is, you know, not just not trying to do stuff in front of me and all that type of stuff. I mean, he just be doing everything in front of my face, and it's just so uncalled for, I feel like, you know. And I just would never do that to him or anybody else, like, especially if it's so fresh and stuff. It's like, I'm gonna be, even if I am trying to talk to somebody, it's like I'm gonna be so very low-key Okay, y'all, so my camera is about to die. The thing popped up, but pretty much that's everything I wanted to say. If you guys can relate to this, if y'all feels what I'm saying, if y'all like the makeup look, sorry I didn't get to do my face. You pretty much got to see the full eye look. So